Yay. It's Dawn Martinez. I like saying your whole name. How is it going? I gotta grab some cards. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, something unfortunate just happened here. I brought the dog out and he rolled in something that I don't know. We just groomed him yesterday too, of course. And he rolled in something foul smelling that I don't even know how to tell you. I did have some of the dog deodorant spray and I sprayed him, but my eyes are still watered. It smells that bad. Oh, the dog rolled.
Your dog rolled into something. My mom said, someone's talking to you. I had turned you on earlier and I had shut the camera. I shut it down and I went to the bathroom.
Oh no, don't worry. We're recording anyway, so I could talk to them. I could be talking to them.
I was like, I had to go to the bathroom and I was like, oh, I'll run real quick, go to the bathroom. And then my mom's like, someone's talking to you. And I'm like, oh, okay.
No, I just had the dog out walking him before I went on, and he rolled in something dead, I must be. And oh, it smells so bad in here. And at first I didn't think it was him. And then I'm like, oh no, it's him, no, because I just groomed him yesterday. Of course, had him groomed. No, I didn't do it. But so I sprayed him with the dog deodorant stuff, but my eyes are still watering. It's that
I have to tell you, so before we have our two big dogs, we had for 15 years we had a little Dotson, and I don't know how old he was. He was probably about 5 years old. We had let him out of the house to go to the bathroom, and he got skunked. And
oh, no.
Yes, and we did not catch it. It was really early. We didn't catch it. He had gone out. He had gone out the backside. He had come in the house. He was rubbing his face all over the carpet. We couldn't figure out, why is he doing that?
Oh no.
And it wasn't until about a minute into him rubbing his thing that we smelt the skunk smell. It was permeated through the whole house. Not only that, all we had was somebody said, get tomato juice, and we're trying to figure it out, right? And so we ended up dousing him in V8 juice because that's all we had. We didn't have any tomato juice. And then we went online, and there's a concoction you can actually make that gets the smell out. It's Dawn and a bunch of baking soda and peroxide and stuff. Anyways, we made that concoction up, cleaned him up. But the really bad part is our house reeked. And not only that, all the clothes, all of our bed, everything. Right. And so we the next day, this was like Thanksgiving, and the next day we washed everything up, right? We started doing the laundry, washing everything, trying to get the smell out. So me and my mom and my other daughter go off they had to work the next day. And me and my other daughter, we go over to Target to try to get some of that deodorizing powder, maybe to get the smell out of the
yeah.
The bad part is we go into Target, we come back to the car, and we start gagging. And we're like, oh my God, we smell like that. And we just went into Target. We didn't even realize the smell.
Oh.
When we got back into the
You're
car,
not helping me.
Yeah, it was bad. It was
You're not helping me, because I wonder how bad if I smell it. Bo rolled in something. I think he rolled in something dead. I don't think he got skunked, because I was standing right there and no skunk was there, and he was rolling in something. I think it was it could have been bear poop or something like that, because that's a section of our yard that has animals going through it. So whatever it was, it's bad. It's eye watering bad.
Oh,
right. It took us another, I swear, almost 2 weeks to get that smell out of our house. It was so bad. It was so awful.
Can't you just lie to me about this? I mean, really?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, I know the
I
minute
live,
Jim
I
walks
live
in here, he's
really,
gonna be,
unfortunately, where I live very close to a park, even though I'm in Southern California and everything is concrete around me. There is a park not far from me, so we do get skunks in my yard a lot.
wow.
Mm.
Yeah, I haven't
Do
seen.
you
I-
have ivory snow where you guys are? It's like a laundry detergent, ivory
I don't know.
snow. I don't know if they make that anymore, to be honest. I
I,
used to
I,
wash baby diapers and stuff in it. That's
and that
really
would
good
take
for
the smell
getting,
out.
that would
Yeah.
get, yeah, that's real good at getting smells out of
I
stuff.
think the dog's too big to put in the washing machine. No, I just had him groomed. I had him groomed yesterday. Don't worry, I'm not that dumb. I had him groomed yesterday, of course. Oh,
Yeah.
anyway, let's get to the work at hand.
Okay.
Okay, so SendOutCards did announce that they're going to have some changes to their, so I wanted to go over that in case you had questions about that. Changes to
Yeah.
subscriptions, but they're not life-threatening changes. So,
did they only change one or they changed them all?
oh no, they only changed
The two.
two of them. So the 97, they took away the system sends, which a whole bunch of people weren't using them anyway, evidently. So, right. So they didn't realize they were even on there. So that was a good place for them to take that, put it somewhere else. And the other one was 37, right? Donna probably
Mhm.
knows this better than me. So on the 37, what did they do? Is that also the system sends?
I thought they
Um,
dropped it to 20 cards.
It's 20 heartfelts, but I believe the postage is included now
Oh, okay. So
on
instead
those,
of
on
having
those 20, but
30,
there's no system sends, no
right,
system sends.
instead of having 30 cards and you pay the postage, they went to 20 cards and the postage is included. Because that
Mhm.
makes it
Yeah.
easier for someone just starting out. That makes it easier to understand.
Oh, you know
getting.
why? Because we just had a postage hike.
Right, a postage
Yeah.
hike.
You
And
guys,
it's,
all the people that use that other service for mailing out catalogs, I bet you there's a hike going there too.
Oh, I'm sure.
oh, right, oh, I'm
Just
sure.
waiting to see.
Because
Yeah.
my bulk mail, ours went up.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah,
they're
I was
just
a,
trying
I
to
was
make
a
it-
little, yeah, I was a little upset about them taking the system sends out of the 97, but there again, we'll make do.
right.
We'll
Well,
find a way.
Well, the system sends, then make sure if you're doing a whole bunch of system sends, you look to see if you shouldn't go to the next one, because you might be paying that much anyway, or you might not. So figure
Yeah,
it out.
that's kind of what I was trying to look at, whether to go to the, what is it,
Yeah,
147?
147, either
Versus-
that or start doing 4 a day and time the
Yeah,
birthday stuff.
yeah, that's not likely to happen.
Oh, okay. Because that I do a combination, because of course I'm the 21st, I'm on Beat the Clock on the 21st of July, scheduling my 400 birthdays for August, because they have to all be scheduled by the 23rd. So today and tomorrow I have to put all mine in to make sure they have enough days to get there. So the beginning people. So I have about 400 system sends, but
Yeah.
all this other sending I do for, like there are some cards that are the same, like the ones I'm going to show you, and I'm doing 4 a day. So if there's some way you can do that, that would be, because these technically probably should be system sends, but I'm not doing that. I'm just doing 4 a day.
Mhm.
And I've never had them say anything to me about it. So
Yeah.
that's another option for you. What are you doing system sends? Why are you doing a system send because you want it scheduled ahead, or because
Well,
you
for
want
birthdays, because
okay,
I was originally trying to do it, like a week in advance.
yeah, it's hard to
And
keep track of.
yeah, I just have too much going on. And so when they did the system sends, I was setting them up, because I have anywhere from 25 to 30. I'm not like 400 with you.
Well, no, but
You know,
how about this? How about this trick? Now I do this when I miss, because I sign in every day to Vibe and send out that day's birthdays. When I'm away traveling and don't do it, or if I miss, I put happy birthday month in the subject line, or happy birthday week in the subject line, or happy birthday weekend. How about send them a birthday month card?
Yeah,
Happy
yeah,
birthday month.
yeah.
Because
I
then,
could,
then,
Yeah,
yeah.
then
That's what I said. I'll work something out.
because you could send them all at the beginning of the month and say happy birthday month, and
Mhm.
then you're still appropriate.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just not arriving on their day. So, but anyway, that's a choice. Now the bigger ones, what didn't they say, 147 and 250? The only thing that's changing is the name, but they did have
Yeah.
a typo. As a matter of fact, everybody went, I heard a bunch of people chatter about that. A typo, and I looked right away. They didn't change the system sends in the 250. There's 250 system sends, but in the email they sent out, it said 200. So some people thought they took out 50 from the 251, and that didn't happen. Is it 247 or something like that? It's something like that. But anyway, the email was wrong. When you clicked on the PDF for the actual subscriptions, it's correct.
Mhm.
So just
Okay.
so you know, that the bigger ones did not take that stuff away. They just renamed them. So, but anyway, that's worth calculating if you're doing the 97 and do a lot of system sends. It's worth
Mhm.
trying to figure out how either to go with the 147 or start sending them birthday month if you want to, or figuring out some
Yeah.
other thing. Hey, Joanne,
Mhm.
did you have any questions about the changes for the subscription?
I didn't even know there was. Hadn't obviously opened that email, but that's not really going to affect me because I once in a blue moon used some of those 30. I just,
The system sends?
yeah, I just
So
didn't
you
want
weren't
to have to
even,
pay the postage, so I
Yeah.
just never used them.
so you weren't using all yours anyway. Yeah, and that's what I think when they did an analysis of who was using them and who wasn't, there was so many not even bothering or not knowing what they were, or whatever it was, that they decided that would be the place they would switch things around. So,
Mhm.
so anyway, okay, so I continue to do, and this has been all along, by the way. I did want to show you an example because somebody that's not on here that asked me, there's a difference between if you get charged or not, where you get the card from, if you're sending a card that you've used before. So I want to show you that in case you didn't know that. And I
Mhm.
don't know if there's a rhyme or reason to how they show up. How I've got them to show up in that thing is by designing it and sending one and then waiting till the next day. And then it shows up in that custom card section. If I go to a customer and take the card, it automatically makes it a charge card, a system send. If it shows up in the custom card library and resend it, it doesn't, it's included in the subscription.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know how to guarantee you that to put it in the custom card section, but I do know if you go to a past customer and pull it up, it's gonna make it a system send. So
Mhm.
okay.
how it's worked for me is I designed the card the first time, send it, usually I send it to myself so I have examples. And that would be not a non-charge card because it's a custom design sent immediately to one person. So I send it to myself, so I'll have a example. And then the next day I go in and it's showing up in my library of custom cards on the front. Now, whether that made it show up there or not, I don't know. Right. And some cards I've wanted to be there, I haven't been able to successfully get to be there. So it's not foolproof. But anyway, I do want to show you that because that did come up this week. I had somebody, her and I were working on it. Oh, and the other thing is my Internet Explorer has decided it doesn't like doing send out cards. So Chrome has always liked it. So if you seem to have a problem with it timing out or whatever happens, Chrome seems to like it a lot. And Internet Explorer, not so much. So I just change browsers. I do that with other stuff. If like sometimes Avon site doesn't like Internet Explorer either. Yeah. Who knows why? Sometimes they like Foxfire. Usually I have them all on here anyway, all the browsers, because that's
Mhm.
the first things I try next to restarting is changing browsers. Yes, indeedy. So I wanted to show you. So this is my the one I'm going to show you is we didn't work on this one together. This is the other one, but it looks similar. Matter of fact, I have to pay attention when I'm doing it because so this is the card catalog. I designed 2 cards that are similar, which is a bad idea, by the way, but so see the custom card section here. And if you click on see all, you'll see a whole bunch of them. And these are ones that I sent. See, there's some thank you ones I've sent to my mother, but there's also ones that I've sent over and over. Like this one I've sent a whole bunch of times. This is that one for the FFX, the fuel additive. And these 2 are the ones I send every day too. And this is the one I'm talking about, start name on business. This is my info only list. So I designed this card and I've got it right here. Then I sent it to myself for an example. And the next day it showed up in this section.
Mhm.
So sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But if you go back and take it from a customer that you already sent it from, it's definitely going to be a charge. So let me just send one so I can show you. The other thing I do, and I don't know if it's, this could be like a, is it a, I want to say it's probably called what, ADD? I call it ACDC, but that can't be right.
No,
Right. It's something,
that's a
but
fan.
right. So it's because I don't know any better. Okay, so I usually look through, even though I'm not going to change anything, I at least look at one of the pages. When I first send it each day, I look at all the pages because I want to make sure I'm not picking the wrong card because that's happened.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is the one I wanted. Yep. Okay. So then I'm going to hit save and proceed to checkout. And I'm going to go to the next person. And by the way, I print out my list now with the zip codes on it. I finally got smart with that. So I print the list from, this is from SendOutCards. I narrowed down, I pulled up the group that's called Avon Info Only, which means they asked for information but never did sign up. Then I exported it to Excel, and then I deleted all the columns except first, last name, and postal code. I deleted everything else, and then I printed it, and then I send 4 a day. So then this is all right. I want to send immediate, and then just down here, I'm going to add recipient. And then the next person on my list, I'm going to put the zip code in, and let's see. And yep, that's who it is. So I'm going to check that and then done. And then ready to send and see it's included. No charge included. Send. So that's it. And I do that 4 times a day for this list and then 4 times a day for the other list and then 4 times a day. So that I just keep going from lists. I'm usually working 3 lists at a time. So that's 12 cards at a time that I'm doing. And then I mark it off. This is like my big thrill for the day, for the rest. And I mark it off and see, it doesn't take long to go through. The one we did last week together, right? We did this one from front to back, soup to nuts. We did the deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you got it too, probably, right? With the brownies, I hope. Yeah,
with the
Oh, not yet.
brownies.
yeah.
Yeah.
You eat the brownies yet?
Yep, we did.
So we did the deal card, and even though even though I missed some days, I'm still up to 20. I've sent 20 out 4 a day, even though I missed some days because it should have been more than that, right? So I'm 20 in, so it adds up quick. That's just since you and I made the card. So I don't think it's a bad strategy to do a few every day, and it keeps me off of their radar. I haven't had them say to me, gee, you're sending a lot of the same card. I haven't had them say anything. So that's one way to do it. I know it seems like you won't take the time every day to do it, but so that's how I put it on. Like I have that app on my phone called Streaks, and you get a
Mhm.
little, it goes ding if you do your thing that day and check it off. So that helps me stay on track, because if I forget what I'm
Mhm.
supposed to be doing and get busy doing something, at the end of the day, I'm like, uh-oh, I go back and I see what I missed. And doing 4 a day off the 3 lists only takes 10 minutes. I mean, it just doesn't take that long, because I can pull
Yeah.
up the card from the custom cards. I don't have to go find it. Just send them one at a time, just like we just did. So you can get through. I think the longest part of that is designing the original card.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then, of course, as I'm sending these out, it cleans the list because ones come back and I take them off the list. So once I get done through the list, I print it again, and they'll be different. It'll be a different list because the ones that came back will be off of it. And then I just start again at the beginning. The one for Avon Info Only is huge. It's, I don't know, 20 pages, I think. It's a lot of pages. And I'm on the front page still, but I just went to it. I just started again. So, but I'm already through the first page, and I think we were talking about when I just started it again, and I'm already through the first page. So it adds up quicker than you might think. So one little
Yeah.
thing a day. Okay. So as a matter of fact, the other one I doing was the My Daily Choice fuel additive thing. And I designed this card, and then I just grabbed the flyers off of their website and put them on it, and put this here and a little note from me back here. And I've sent 35 of these in about a week. So, it was the original design is what took me a little bit. And that's it. Joanne, are you going to San Antonio? Yeah. Yay. Yeah, you know what? I came up with an awesome idea. You want to hear it?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Oh, I wonder if I could do more than I could do something for San Antonio too. Okay, so we were talking in the Go Giver Success Alliance yesterday about the Savannah Bananas. Have you heard them? That team, their minor league baseball team, and their owner is a young guy in his 30s, and he said what he realizes is people aren't really coming to watch baseball. They're coming to have an experience. So they do stuff. They don't just play baseball. They're like performances. You know what I mean? So once in a while, they'll just break out dancing out there on the field and stuff, and they'll have stuff going on. And one of the things that happened that they were talking about yesterday, and the thing was that one day it rained, and people, they sell out their games 3 years ahead. So people were there to see them, even though it was raining and they weren't going to play. So they decided to have all the team go out there, and mix and everything with everybody. And what they did was they had the fans sign their stuff instead of, I mean, they also signed if they wanted, but they were like having the ball players go around, would you please sign my thing? Would you please? So, and that made the fans feel special. So I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, maybe I could do that because I got a rally coming up in Massachusetts for local people that probably aren't going to San Antonio. Many of them are not going. There's 100-something people going to this rally. The majority of them are not also going to San Antonio. That's why they're going to this rally. So I'm thinking, wait a minute, maybe I could have them sign something and I'll bring it to San Antonio with me. So they will be going. So I was going to bring this anyway, and I signed it to make sure the ink didn't run. I'll have everybody sign my tambourine.
Oh, that'd be
There you
nice.
go.
Bring the tambourine with me to San Antonio, so they'll all be there with me. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm going to tell
Good
them.
idea.
So I
Mhm.
was, when we were just talking just now, I was just thinking maybe I should do like a big card and bring it to San Antonio with me.
Mhm,
and have everybody sign the inside or something. Everybody that I take pictures with or something. I'm
mhm.
not gonna think this one through, but something like that, because I've had it before where, like, I did a hospitality room at one of the other conventions and had everybody sign a big roll of paper, and that was really cool. Everybody liked that. They all put notes and everything, and that was really cool. So I wonder, either that or maybe a shirt. Maybe I should wear a shirt and have everybody sign my shirt while I
Mhm.
have it on.
Yeah.
Something like that. That's gonna be hard to do it at that. Yeah, anyway, I gotta think this through. So but it's turning it around because people do have me sign stuff because of the, a book or something. They have me sign books and stuff. So this is turning it around to make it a better experience for them,
Mhm.
is what I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of a way to do. So anyway, I like the shirt idea too. What were you gonna say, Joanne?
Yeah.
The big card would be good because people always want to get their picture taken with you and can you sign this for me? Well, only if you can sign my card. And I know back in the day, I would have been like, oh my gosh, Lisa Wilber wanted my signature.
That's good. Oh, so how about if I put like on a big card, and I'll do it like today to have it get to me. On the front, I'll put the big logo for the convention. And then
Mhm.
inside,
Yeah.
I'll just put the word autographs in fancy font, and that's it inside. And then
Mhm.
I'll leave the back blanks in case I need more room. And
Yeah.
then when I'm walking around, I'll bring markers with me. I'll have a bunch of,
Yeah.
I'll wear a crossbody bag with colored markers, and they can pick which one and sign my card.
Mhm.
Sound like a deal? Does that sound fun?
That's a good idea.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that sounds fun. Oh, geez, thank you. Yeah, between yesterday's group and you guys, this is awesome. Okay, so San Antonio big card.
Now, is it your impression that on Saturday we're to wear Christmas stuff, Christmas outfit?
Oh, I haven't even heard that. Oh, God, I hope so. I hope that means we
Because-
have Christmas stuff.
Well, they said on the agenda, like they gave like your dress code, if you will. Friday's supposed to be like team apparel, show your Avon apparel, that kind of thing. I
Did you
guess.
see it on the agenda?
Mhm.
Well, let's go
Yeah.
look. I can go look right now. Yeah,
And then on the, honey, you gotta go away. Go watch TV. I'll be right back. You turned it off. Here, right here.
oh, nice. Oh, good, they fixed it. Yesterday it was Spanish. I couldn't get it.
It
to
was, yeah, I saw that.
That was kind of funny. Okay, where's the agenda? Agenda. Oh, cut it out. Agenda right there. Yay. See, this is what I think I'll put on the front of the card.
Yeah.
Right? I can save that right now. Save image. We can do the card together too. That'd work. Okay, the time is now to sign my card. Okay. So this is, okay, so Friday, did you see it? Oh, dress code.
Yeah.
It's time to show your Avon pride. Does that say grab or crab?
Grab your Avon logo gear to get ready.
Grab your
for-
Avon logo gear to get ready for our opening session. Show your Avon team spirit, both in person and virtually, and share your excitement in social media. Don't forget to include Avon convention you post. Okay, so that's logo stuff on Friday. Saturday, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Slip into your holiday favorites and be ready to learn about Avon's exciting holiday lineup for this year. Oh, show us your favorite holiday looks on social media. Don't forget to include, oh, good. Oh, thank you, Joanne. You made my day. You made my day. There was a possibility they weren't going to have Christmas stuff.
Oh,
Oh.
really? I didn't.
Oh.
No, I mean, that's always possible. Think about it. We didn't one other year. That's always possible. And Sunday they don't have dress code thing. Okay, that's good to know. So I need to bring some Christmas. Thank you.
Well, this is what I'm thinking of wearing. I don't know if I'll have the guts to wear it. I'm gonna bring it, but we'll
Oh, of
see.
course you do.
I don't know, because I would really stand out, but this is what I'm
No, and
thinking.
that's so horrible. It's a convention. Oh, that would be
Oh,
perfect.
yeah,
Oh, you
perfect.
should do it. Oh, you should do
You
it.
look like a great big package and it's got a hood too, so.
Oh, no, that's
And it's
perfect.
not heavy, it is a sleeper, but it's not really heavyweight, and I'm always cold anyhow, so I wouldn't like.
If
be
I had
hot.
one, I would wear it. You know, I would. Oh, that is so cute.
You guys should do the ugly sweaters.
Right. I'm trying to think of what I've got. All I've got is oh, I got a Santa hat. Oh, I'm gonna have to really think about something. Because I don't think I have an ugly sweater anymore. You know what? My sister-in-law has some ugly sweaters. I'll go borrow one, or I'll ask her. She'll be thrilled that I want to get something from her. Borrow
Call
one.
it a sweater, maybe not an ugly sweater.
She has an ugly sweater vest. All of
Oh.
hers are sweater vests, which is the only way I could really do that because I'm the opposite of Joanne. I think it's my size, but I'm always hot, so that's not, I can't wear a sweater. But a sweater vest I could deal with, and she's got Christmas sweater vests. So I better make a note of this. I better make a note of this. I'm turning into my mother. Okay. A Christmas sweater vest from Ingrid. Okay. Because that's an awesome idea. And
Mhm.
that I can wear a Christmas hat with. So from Ingrid and Santa hat. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you noticed that.
Well, I mean, it sounds like they want you to dress up Christmassy, so I'm like,
Yes, yes.
okay, I'll bring this. I just don't know if I'll have the guts to wear it.
Why not?
I don't know, because it'll stand out. I will definitely stand
You'll
out.
get a prize for
I was gonna say, is that bad? Isn't that the point?
Not really. I don't like all that attention. It just, I don't know. But I'm
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
don't
bring
look at it. It's not really about you, believe it or not, when you do that. It's about everybody being excited and together. You're making someone else feel comfortable with whatever they brought. It's not really, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's not really about you. It's about the other people. So,
creating the atmosphere.
right. Because, but believe it or not, I don't necessarily like my picture taken because I know I'm, I know I'm not like a three-headed troll, but on the other hand, I also know I'm not, gorgeous like Barbie or anything like that. So I don't necessarily like my picture taken, but I know it's part of my job. It's just part of my job that it is just part of it's like hugging. You're going to see me doing a lot of hugging in San Antonio against my will, but it's part of the job. That's just the part of the job. It's just is. That is just what it is. I know that sounds weird, but that is, if you think about it, it is part of the job. So, anyway, so what else are we gonna, does anyone have an issue they want to do before we do like a espionage? No, well, the questions this week that I got mostly on the side were to do with the change in the subscription.
Yeah.
So did anybody else have anything else? How about Rhonda? We haven't heard from Rhonda yet. How are you doing? Oh,
Sorry. Yeah,
no, that's all right.
just listening up and I've been on here before but haven't been on recently. So, and I'm also a Avon rep. So,
Oh, awesome. Did you have anything you wanted me to show you, or you were stuck somewhere in this?
I just need to remember I have a very, very small team, but I'm not sure how to motivate them. And the other thing is I get some direct customers, but I'm probably overthinking it, stuck to say, what should I send them when I get their online order, like in their card? Is it just to say thank you, put other products in there?
How about if I do one and I'll send it to you?
Okay.
Let's do one together and I'll send it to you. You can see the screen, right?
Yes, I can.
Oh, good. Okay. So let's just do one together and I'll pretend like you bought something from me. Okay. And I do them real simple. I don't get fancy with it. So matter of fact, right now I'm doing some of my kids' artwork on the front, but you can just put products or you can just use one of their stock fronts. There's a whole section of cards that say thank you already, so you don't have to make that up. I like to use my kids' one. I do a 2-panel. By the way, here you can change it up. I do a 2-panel. I like to use the kids' artwork just because it's fun and it's my kid. And you know what I mean? I think people like to see personalization like that. That's a good way to personalize it. By the way, there is a glitch right now where when you first use your pictures, if you roll down, it'll take all your pictures out. So the first time I go in, I roll down so it gets all my pictures like that. And then I roll back up. So here's the thank you artwork. I had him do a thank you one, a congratulations one. I had him do different ones for me. So if you don't have one like this, which you might not, just use a stock card, one of their stock cards, and the inside will still be blank. So then you go to the inside, that's the front, go to the inside. And then all I do is I pick out one that has like maybe the 3 or any of the ones like this, or any of the ones up the top that have a bunch. And then I put 3 products up the top just to have something to do with the company. You know, I don't try to sell them the products. I just pick some that'll be pretty. Yeah, see there, I grabbed those off of, and Rhonda, do you know how to get the pictures of the products off the site?
Yes.
Oh, good. So that's all I did was I just right-clicked and saved these pictures. Some of these were saved off of somebody else's posts on Facebook. Some of them I saved myself off the site. See, and you just move them to look. See, doesn't that look professional right there?
Yeah.
Good.
Then I put a little background behind it. Oh, see, that's pretty. That kind of goes with that color. And that's how it's going to look. And then the bottom part, usually I do, because I don't want to write a whole bunch of stuff, so I'll put a picture right here. And I don't usually put another product there. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I put the bird there, and that's not going to fit very well. There it is. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so then I'll put, thank you, Rhonda, for your recent online Avon order. I really appreciate your continued business. Well, let's see. Oh, thought you might like my son's artwork that I included on the front of this card. That's it. And then I'll put, as always, because you've bought from me before, thank you for allowing me to be, and I always put this on a separate line, your Avon lady. Okay, and then I always read it again. Thank you, Rhonda, for your recent online order, Avon order, recent online Avon order. I really appreciate your continued business. Thought you might like my son's artwork that I included on the front of this card. As always, thank you for allowing me to be your Avon lady. The reason I read it twice is because if there's a typo, it's likely I'll catch it.
Right.
By reading it again. Now, I want to go back to span view because I'm going to put another color behind the bottom there. So I'll do background and I'll do a little bit darker. Not quite that. How about that? So that still, I want to make sure it goes with this color, but it's not exactly that color, but you can still see the words. See, isn't that kind of pretty?
Yeah, that is pretty.
Okay, so here's the front. Here's the inside, and then my regular, this is my regular back that I use for Avon customers. And that has my little block with all my contact information and my shuffle card link that has all my social media contacts and stuff. And that's it. That's what I send. So I'm pretty sure, haven't I sent you a card before, Rhonda, I think?
Yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
So just do me a favor and tell me your zip code.
19145.
Just because that makes it, there you are. Yeah, that just makes it faster to find people. Yay.
How did you do that with the zip code to find the people right away?
You just put it in where it's searching, where you put like, see,
Okay.
add recipients. And up here where it says search your contacts, you can
Mhm.
actually search by anything.
Oh,
You don't
okay.
have to search by the person.
Okay.
That's, matter of fact, that's why I did it, because a lot of people don't realize you don't have to type in their name. You can type in part of their name or just their last name, or actually just their first name. You could get every Mike, or you could get everybody in the state of Vermont. You could get everybody in your zip code. You can put anything you want in the search and it'll come up. Okay.
Mhm.
I know I've used that a lot when I don't know if I'm spelling their name right. I'll put their first name and then I can spot it. Or I know what town they live in, but I don't remember what their whole name is. I'll put the town. So you can do any of that. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm sending this individually just to you. How would you must want some cookies or something. Would you like 2 brownies? What
Actually,
haven't you tried?
the brownies. I want some of those caramels y'all were talking about.
The which one? The
Some
caramels?
that y'all talk about. I have
Caramel?
experienced the brownies already.
Okay, so the caramels?
Yes.
Okay, the sea salt caramels are awesome. So I'll add those for you.
They're good.
And it's as easy as just clicking the box. And I always look to make sure it did it. Yes, look at, they're right there. Yay. And then that's it. I just put ready to send. And then because of my subscription, it's not going to charge me for the card. I'll just have to pay for the caramels and the shipping. And then send it, as easy as that. How's that? So was that easy?
Yes.
I don't get complicated with thank you card, and I don't try to sell them something else with the thank you card normally.
Okay.
Once in a while, I might try to do that, but I normally just, I did put the other pictures in there so they'd like know it was Avon more or less, but it wasn't. And you know what I do a lot too, Rhonda, is I send out cards that have nothing to do with the products on a regular basis. So that would be Facebook espionage.
Mhm.
And also I just sent out to everybody in campaign mailer was a card about happy spring, and it had a recipe for sweet raspberry tea or something, and a grilling tips flyer, and the other thing was hot dog chili or something. And I got those off of Facebook and I put them in a 3-fold one. And I just wrote in there personally, it said, it would have said something like, hi, Rhonda, hope you're having a good spring. Thought you might like this information this time of year. Have a good day. And that was it. The only way they got an ad out of that was the envelope, and the back of the card has Avon on it. So I don't necessarily say it and try to sell them something every time, because I'm trying to build a relationship. You know, and customers say they like that they think it takes more time than it does to send them a card, but because they don't realize I'm sending so many too. So they'll say, I like that you took the time to put that information together for me and send it to me and put it all in a card like that. So, you know, the other thing that I'm getting a huge amount of play still on is that new profile pic app. And I kind of feel bad because I sent one to someone, and it was Australia, I think. And the comments were like, wow, what a great artist she is and everything. And I'm like, oh, should I say? So I just went, well, I just put an emoji where I'm blowing kisses. I didn't say anything either way. Right. But people really like those cards. I've sent out a ton of them, and I've sent a ton of them to the Go-Giver people, and they all held up their card last week. That was fun. But I think it's funny that people think I'm making those. Oh, and I had somebody else message me and said, I didn't know SendOutCards could do that. And I'm like, no, it's not SendOutCards, but you know what? SendOutCards can do anything that you can make into a JPEG. Sorry, that's Fluffer. Can you hear him screaming? The cat. You
Mhm.
know why he's yelling? Because he's naked. Because I had him shaved yesterday.
Oh,
He's bald. He's a bald cat with a little poof on the end of the tail. That's all he's got. Poor Fluffer. Anyway, so like when I did, remember before when I was doing a color page and I'd put my color pages on the front of the card or even the kids' artwork on the front. I've also done, we were doing puzzles during when we couldn't leave, and I took pictures of the puzzle and used that on the front of a card. So virtually anything that you could get a JPEG of or take a picture of, you could put on the front of a card, including the new profile pic, because that's a picture. So it really wasn't send out cards, it's your imagination. So in combination with like Canva, canva.com, and there's a free version of that, by the way. I believe I pay for the year thing, but there's a free version. You could literally do anything and save it as a JPEG. So create anything.
Do your back of your card with Canva?
Do I do what we can?
Card, was that made through Canva?
The thing on my car?
The back of your card, was that
no.
made with Canva?
I don't design that myself. That's Fast Signs, fastsigns.com. That's a vinyl sticker that the sign company put on.
Yeah. Not the card, not the
All
card.
right.
Oh, on the back of my
On
card.
the back
Yes.
of the card.
Yes.
Yeah, with the D, yeah.
Yes, yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, it was your accent. Sorry. Yeah, the back of my card, you can actually, on the back of cards, you can do one big picture, you could do two pictures and a text block. There's formats for the back of the card, and you can do any you want. I usually pick the one with two pictures and a text block. And one picture, I put a picture of me somehow, and the other of, I keep changing it. And the second one is for whatever business I'm sending that card for. Like the one we just showed was my Avon one for customers. I have a different one when it's for downline that has my URL for our team page in it. So you can make a bunch of different ones, and it's a block. So I designed that in Canva. And I think I used the template for a Facebook post because those are square. So if you pick social media Facebook post, you'll get the square block. And then when you design it, it fits in there. But yeah, and I've changed that up too, but you can have as many of those as you want. You can have a bunch of backs that you choose from. So you can choose the one that best goes with who you're sending it to. Did that help, Rhonda?
Yes.
Yeah. And everybody can use the back, by the way. For a while you had to pay extra to use the back. That's not true. Everybody can use the back now for a long time now. Probably all of you have always been able to use the back, so you don't remember when it was extra, but right. And some of the other things they have with SendOutCards is the your own font, which is a one-time fee. You print out the page and you fill out the thing. You give an example of your handwriting of each letter and each number on this page. You send it in, physically send it into SendOutCards, and on your choices will come up personal font. And you can pick that and it converts all of your writing to your own font, your own handwriting, which is awesome. I don't take the time to switch it every time, but I should because it's awesome. Does anybody else here do that? Not
what's
yet?
that?
Your personal handwriting font?
No, I've got the paperwork ready to send in. I just haven't sent it in yet.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. I don't always do it because it's an extra step, but I do, especially if like I'm sending to relatives or something like that. I usually do it on my holiday cards and stuff for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's what I want to do it for.
Yeah, it's fun. But then they have I believe right now, that and the signatures are combined, isn't it? You pay one fee and you get both of those.
Yes.
Yeah, so it used to be those were separate fees. And it's a one-time fee, by the way. I paid mine more than 10 years ago, I think, and I still use it. The only problem is my signature's not different, but I put different things. Like I put me and the kid's other name, right? My kid had a name change, so it doesn't, that's not relevant anymore. But I can always send in with more. I can send in and do it again. So that's
Yeah.
kind of cool. Yay. So well, let's do it. Do you mind? Let's do a Facebook espionage. That okay? Hey, Lisa, how are you?
Good.
Yay. Did you have something you wanted me to show before I do an espionage? No?
Ooh, Lisa, I'm,
You just want me to do what I was going to do?
yes.
Okay, perfect. So I will do, let's go on to Facebook and see what we got going. Okay, now we're in, let's see, this is Chrome, so let's go back over to Internet Explorer where I already had, I do have Facebook pulled up. Yay. So let's go to the main page here and we'll see what people are doing. So what I'm looking for, oh, that's overseas or something. Oh, no, that's Carol. Carol, showing a book from before. Okay, so I'm looking for more like a like that. There, Julie Patina. That's perfect right there. Okay. That's exactly what I'm looking for right there. And that's from this year, right? That sometimes I send people memory ones by mistake because I thought it was the picture was a current picture. So I just pulled up this picture. This is Julie Patino. She's in my downline on Facebook. And what I'm going to do is right click and save the picture, save the image. And I just put save. I could name it something, but I don't go to all that trouble. So now that saved it in my download folder. And now I'm going to go back to SendOutCards. And my favorite thing on espionage is just to do a flat card. So I'm going to build your own. I'm going to do this because this is I saw that that's a horizontal picture. I'm going to hit customize. And then I'm going to do a flat card because it's easy and I don't have to have more than one picture. Although I wouldn't have to if I did the other way, if I just left one blank. I'm funny about that. I don't like to leave a panel blank. I don't know why. So I'm just going to put the pictures, see upload image, because that one isn't in here yet. I just downloaded it. There it is right there. Upload image. There we go. Now that it's needs to be smaller. So I'm going to make it because everybody's not fitting good. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to put a background on it. And let's see what would be good. Oh, that's good. Look, it matches her bow.
Yeah.
That. Now, she might want to save this because I'm sending it on a flat card. So this is almost like printing her picture out for her. So what I'm going to add here is the year really small. Okay, the year is right here. I'm going to make that white so that I can put it down the bottom. I'm going to make the box smaller so I can get it over there. This is the hard part here. There, oh, I had it. You see what I'm doing? Trying to find the corner of the box so I can, oh geez, I hate that when that does that. There, there, okay. Okay, here we go. There, and then when you hover over it and it does the crosshatch like that, then you can move it. So I'm going to put this right down the bottom there. There. And I only do that because a lot of people tell me they save these, you know what I mean, like a picture, or they put it on their fridge. So that's why I put the date there lots of times. And then in the back, I'm going to put, I love to see those smiling faces. And that's all I'm going to put. And then I'll put another background back there. That's too dark. There. That's it. And then that's as easy as it is. Check out.
Oh,
I'm gonna add her to the recipients. I think she's in here for sure because I recognize her. It should be easy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I do this about 12 times a day, by the way. Billy Patino. And there she is out in California. And then ready to send. I always go up just to make sure. Yeah, there's the card. Send immediate. Yeah, there's her. There we go. And there it is, included, and free shipping's included because of my subscription. And there it is. So that's what a that is what the I'm hearing a feedback. Let's see here. Okay.
There's Lisa Johnson has two. Yeah, she's on twice.
Oh, okay. I just muted one
You're
of
getting
them.
the feedback from her.
Okay, I muted it. She muted the other one. Okay. So that's what I consider Facebook espionage. I do that with anybody that I'm on Facebook with. I would do it anyway because when I'm scrolling Facebook, they come up. And most of them I have addresses for. If I don't, I would look them up. And I try, this is like my aim of every day, to add one person to my SendOutCards contact list. And to me, adding a person, if it's a success, includes their name, address, and birthday. So that's a successful ad for me. And usually I can find that information out on whitepages.com and a combination of Facebook. White Pages has their birthdays, but I like to look them up both places to make sure I have the right person if I'm going by that to get their address, White Pages.
Now, I have one question. Maybe you can't go back and do that, but when you got that 2022 date, how did you do that? What did you click to get that?
Text block on the front. You can add,
okay.
you can add a text block only on the front of a card.
On the front.
On a
Okay.
custom card. You can't add it if it's a stock card. So I can't add words to their stock cards.
Okay.
But on a custom card that you're making yourself, you can add one text block. You can't add more than one.
Okay.
So that's how I did it. So
You did it so fast that I missed that.
Oh, I'm
but
sorry.
That's all right. I'll figure it out.
You can look at the replay too, don't forget.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
All the replays, yeah. I didn't mean to go that fast. I'm just so used to doing it.
I know. The
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So that's I guess that's it. And what I'm going to do after we get off now is make that card for to bring to San Antonio for everybody to sign. I'm so excited about that idea. Thank you, Joanne. That was Joanne's idea right there. Yay.
Yes.
So I'm glad you said that. That would be exciting too, because I don't always know what would be fun for someone else. You know what I mean? That's what I
Yeah.
want it to be, is fun for the other people, because that's my job. That is
Well, I would, like I said, back in the day, I mean, now, I consider us friends, but before it would have been like, oh my gosh, can I get your autograph? And then you ask me for mine, I'd be like, oh my gosh, she wanted me to sign her card. It just, yeah, I think you'll see that response from people. They'll be like, oh, yeah, I'll sign it.
now, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but please tell me, now don't lie if I wasn't, but please tell me I was nice when you came up to me and that it was a good experience.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You were
always.
always like,
Okay.
sure, get your picture and stuff. And it was just like, and then
Oh,
when
good,
you came
okay.
to Ohio, you came up here and did that event in Columbus and stuff. And it was just like, oh my gosh.
Oh, good, okay. No, I mean, I want to make sure that when someone interacts with me, that it's a good experience. And that would be true for a customer or anybody, a team member, a customer, or someone else. And I don't always get feedback about that. So it's hard to ask people, but because we're friends, I trust that you're saying, you know what I mean? Because I'm sure there's days that I don't deliver a good experience.
Well, and
I'm
there
either
was
grumpy
another
or something.
time.
But
There
I
was
tr-
another time that you had came to Columbus and I had my van done and lettered. And I was telling you about it and I didn't know you like this then. And you were like, oh, I want to come see it. And then you came out and saw my van and you're like,
Oh, good.
can I get my picture with your van? And I was just like, oh, and me and Cookie, I was like, she wanted her picture taken with my van. So it's just, sometimes I think people are afraid to ask you, hey, can I get my picture taken? Where then when you ask them, well, can I get a picture? They're like, oh, it just,
Oh,
yeah.
good. That's why I'm doing the selfie stick more, because that to set it up and stuff is a pain. So I stand out in the hall with it set up and I just grab people, let's do a picture together, and I'm doing it because it's faster than when someone comes up and they're messing with their phone. And then I
Mhm.
just do the pictures. The only thing is I'm worried they're not always getting the picture, even though I post them all.
Mhm.
So I don't know if they're getting gypped out of the picture or not, but I'm trying to make it a good experience when someone comes up to me. You know what I mean? I try to act like I would want to be treated if I was going up to someone else. So I try to always keep that in mind. So anyway, matter of fact, this is so bad. That's why husband 2 had to go. When he went with me on an Avon trip, he actually said to somebody, leave her alone. She's trying to eat her food here. Yeah, no,
What's that
I
noise?
can eat later. I can eat later. My job is to do
Talking.
this, right? No matter
Oh, okay.
if I get interrupted every second that I'm doing something, that's my job. I can eat later, I can sleep later. When I go to the convention, it's my job to interact with the other people. That's what it is. So
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
hope it's mostly good. Right. Yeah, I'm always worried that if I'm grumpy that I show it. I don't want anybody to have a bad experience with me. That would be bad. So
I've known you for 24 years and I haven't ever seen you grumpy, so.
oh, good. Oh, thank you. No, that's good. And I'm not just saying this stuff because I want you
Well,
to.
probably 22 years. My first 2 years, I wasn't sure what was going on or who you guys were. And you guys kept sending me stuff and I kept asking my manager, who are these people?
Who are these
Gay
people?
too. Gay, who lives in my own city, who is now, I would say, one of my best friends. This kept sending me, and I kept saying, who is this woman? Why is she sending me stuff?
Oh, and there's a bunch of people thinking that about me now. 'Cause I sent stuff down like 7, 8 generations. I'm sure that they're like, who the hell are you? So
Lisa.
matter of fact, if you're in my downline listening to this replay and you're in my 6th or 7th generation, you might want to mention to your people who I am because they're thinking, I've had people sign up for our group page on Facebook and tell me they're not in my downline because their upline said they're not, but they are. They're just deep. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, it's free. I'm free. They get to have me free. So you about me. It's like a bonus.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for spending the hour. I'm going to put the replay up on YouTube like always. And our ideas, the big card, and thank you, Joanne, for the dress code thing. I had no idea about the whole Christmas thing. I'm excited. I want my picture with you with the because you're going to the onesie. It's a onesie, right? I love the onesie.
It's all one piece. It has
That's a onesie. Yeah,
a
since I raised the baby, I call it a onesie because if you're wearing a jumpsuit around me, you're wearing a onesie. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you so much and have a good rest of your day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Bye.
bye.
Bye.